Recently, I've been browsing Pinterest a lot looking for different DIY backdrops for a party that I'm planning, and I came across this like tassel-y looking one many times, and lots of people are DIYing it themselves, and I thought it was really cool and I thought it was a good fit for the party that I'm planning. So I got some supplies and I'm going to be attempting my own version of this DIY, and I'm gonna be bringing you along with me. So let me know if you guys want to see more party DIYs or more photo backdrop DIYs, because what's cool about this is that it is something that I most likely, unless it gets trashed at the party for some random reason, I will be keeping it for future photo shoots as just a photo shoot backdrop. So let's begin. Okay, so let's talk materials. I have seen people do this with like a plastic kind of chicken wire type situation, but I wanted to get all my materials from the dollar store if I could, so I just got 3 rolls of regular chicken wire. These are 6.5 feet by 1.9 feet, so basically like 6.5 by 2 feet. So I got a couple. I think I'm gonna do 6.5 is gonna be the width, and then we're gonna stack them like this for the length. I wanted to go with something that was a little bit on the wider side, because I do find a lot of times for parties, people set up these like kind of skinny little backdrops because, you know, it's like inside a house and you need room to have your party and everything, but then everybody stands in front of the backdrop to take the picture, and then you can't see the backdrop. So I wanted something that was gonna be pretty wide, that you'd still be able to see it, even if there was a few people in front of it. So that's why I got 3 of these. Probably could have gone with less if I wanted to, but that's the plan. For the tassels, I'm going to be using a bunch of different plastic tablecloths. You could definitely use like paper streamers for this too, but that is not something that's gonna last. Like, if it rains or something at the party and this is outside, it's not gonna hurt it because this is just plastic. It will dry later, I hope anyway. So yeah, I went for a bunch of fun colors. This is like a corally orange color. I got some yellow, pink, like turquoise, a darker pink, and some white. However, I was kind of dumb and I was supposed to get the rectangle ones, and I accidentally got several round by mistake. The party store that I got these from is like 40 minutes away, so I'm just gonna hope that this works out. So my first plan of action here is to unroll these, and I'll have to attach them so that they actually stay together. There's just a wire that's, ooh, maybe I could just use this wire to connect it. Okay, we rolled it backwards, and it did, excellent. I'm actually just going to start cutting my tablecloths and see what happens, just in case that wire mesh doesn't work out. So I guess maybe I'll go for inch sections, since I've already got it, like, I can already see what the inch sections are on my board here. So let's give it a go. Will it cut through all of these at the same time? Ooh, wow, that was easy. So I've just been taking the strips of tablecloth and making a loop and flipping it back through and pulling it tight against the wire. But the only thing is I've noticed is that you have to be pretty careful when you're pulling it, because it's just a cheap plastic tablecloth, and if you pull it too hard when you're pulling it through the loop, you can like stretch it and rip it, which I did a little bit on the first one, and then I was like, ooh, okay, we're gonna have to be gentle with these. But so far she's turning out good. I think I'm gonna stop there for today, because the round tablecloth, I only did 1 round tablecloth, which is the white so far, it's just not really working out as well as the rectangle ones, so I think I might go back and return the other colors that I have in the round so that I don't waste them. When I do the next row up, like the other ones are gonna hang like to here so that it kind of hides like the wire in behind, so it doesn't look so, it'll look a lot more full once we get more layers in there. So I went back to the party store and I realized the reason why I got these circle ones instead of the rectangle ones is because they didn't have the rectangle left in the colors that I wanted, except for the yellow. I was able to exchange the yellow, but for the pink and the white, I'm just gonna have to deal with the round. And cutting was kind of tedious and long and kind of boring, honestly, probably for you. So I already cut up all the tablecloths. So every tablecloth is cut into 1-inch strips, and I'm gonna continue along the bottom here just so that I have one straight line. But then once I get through that one straight line, I'm gonna kind of switch it up a little bit, so we'll get there when we get there. I'm gonna finish doing the straight line first, and then we'll see what happens. So it's looking pretty good. I got the first full line done. Now I'm gonna start on the next line. I will eventually be adding more chicken wire, but I am avoiding it as long as I possibly can. Also, just to let you guys know, this is a lot more time consuming than it probably looks. Yeah, I'm gonna start on my next line. I'm not gonna go like a full length up. I'm only gonna go like maybe like a couple sections up, and I'm gonna start doing it in kind of like a V shape and kind of see what effect we get, because I don't want to cover up this like the entire strip of tablecloth, but I would like it to cover like up to the bottom of the wire, if that made any sense at all. I want it to like kind of like be like hang somewhere around here, so I'm probably gonna go a couple of pieces up. It's gonna start looking more like that, almost like a piñata. Once you make it to this point, the process to finish is exactly the same as what you've already done. So just keep adding the tablecloth pieces in V-style formations until you reach the top of the backdrop. To attach the pieces of chicken wire together, I just used some extra wire and wrapped it around each piece, which was a little bit tedious, but worked out great. I used this backdrop for a Coachella-themed birthday party, which I called Fauchella, and it went over really, really well. It really set the vibe for the party, and lots of people took photos in front of it, and here are a few example photos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys very soon in a brand new video.